Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot, and I am here with Miss Gina with Cancer Baby Tarot for episode 2 of Piping Hot Tarot Talk. How you doing, Gina?
I'm good, babe. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I'm just fine. Are you ready to do this?
I have never been readier. I was
Okay,
born ready.
okay, guys. We're going to go back and forth. We're gonna start with Aries, and then we'll go through the whole zodiac. So let's get into this. For Aries, Aries, I'm going to be doing, well, everybody. I'm going to be doing your energy, your person's energy, the obstacle, the outcome, and the advice. Okay, so right now, Aries, you want to be with somebody, you want to offer that cup. You got that Knight of Cups. Your person, they may be trying to block something. The obstacle is something that's been going on for a long time, or this has been coming for a long time. The outcome is wish fulfillment, and you have the Five of Pentacles, out in the cold, feeling breadcrumbed. That's the advice. Let's get into this, Aries. Tell me about Aries. Aries, you're coming in Emperor energy. I feel like you're obsessed with somebody that you're not speaking to. You want to be with somebody you're not speaking to. Now, your person may feel like they're blocked, or let's see what we got. I feel like so with that Seven of Wands, it can also be overcoming an obstacle. And now maybe this is overcoming obstacles so that you can have your happiness and success in this relationship, but they don't know. They're looking out to the future. They're thinking that, can we overcome this? Can we do this? Can we make this work? Right? This has been going on for a long time, a very long time. Now you got the Ten of Cups. You've got the Queen of Cups, and you've got the Death card. So it's taking things a long time. Your person may be in their energy needing to, it's taking it a long time for this relationship or this person to change, right? To transform. So they're in their emotions, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your person's thinking it's taking you too long to figure this out, okay? So you better get on it. Emperor energy. Okay. The outcome is your wish fulfillment. Your wish fulfillment is a new beginning of love and abundance. But there's always a but. I feel like with this, there's been some betrayal. There's been some painful endings here, and it's time for you to step up to the plate. Now, King of Swords for me is right before he becomes the Emperor, he becomes the King of Swords. So you have somebody who's really stepping up here, taking that leap to step up. Now, let me get a clarifier real quick. You got guidance, faith, healing, and intuition, dreams. Okay, but really, I feel like you're out in the cold. You've been breadcrumbed. You need to be, you've gained enlightenment because you're coming in Empress energy, or your person's coming in at Emperor energy. I can't even talk. Empress energy. Okay, so they're tired of what they've had to go through. They've needed strength, but this Empress is overcome because they've gotten the guidance that they've needed, right? So this person's healing while they're out in the cold. They're taking time to fix themselves. Because as I say that, Four of Swords under the bottom of the deck, they're healing. Okay.
Okay, Aries baby. So the energy that I have between you and your person is the Page of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting a lot of passionate communication from a very immature person who is trying to pretend to be a King of Pentacles, okay? You have someone here that wants to present themselves as solid, stable, loyal, committed, devoted to the connection, someone that is more mature than what they actually are, or even someone that makes more money than they actually do. Now, the way this person is coming towards you is there's a lot of sexy time, a lot of talk, a lot of rest, a lot of relaxation, a lot of cuddles, but no actual movement towards, fulfilling these promises. Their intention is to take advantage of you with the Seven of Swords. Their next action towards you is to tell you to calm down. This person is going to make you feel like you're being insecure or acting crazy. Like, listen, I told you I was going to marry you. I told you we were going to be together. I told you this and I told you that. You need to learn how to control. Their next action is to tell you that you need to control your emotions better. But the way they see you is the Ace of Swords, that you're not stupid. You see through their bullshit because Aries, you have questions. When? Where? What are we doing? What's happening? Where is this going? You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of talk, but there's really no movement. There's talk, there's sexy time, there's relaxed time, and then that's it. You're waiting for this person to prove to you and show you that they love you. Okay. Now, what this person's hiding is the Three of Wands and the Ace of Cups, which tells me that they're still looking for their happily ever after. I hate to say this, Aries, but to this person, it's like they're feeding you a fantasy and you're just ultimately a placeholder until they meet the one, which is a very painful thing to hear, but we keep it real on this channel.
Correct.
So, I mean, the way you're seeing this is the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. You're waiting for this person to invest. You're waiting for them to keep their promises. The challenge here is that you're coming into King of Swords energy and you've got questions. You're putting your foot down. You are putting your foot down. This person thinks that they can just sweet talk you into submission, and it's not going to work. With the Five of Swords, I see a fight breaking out. I see you walking away. Your advice is the Sun card, okay? The advice is to see things for what they are, okay? Because really nothing is hidden here. It's only hidden because you're wearing the rose-colored glasses and you're believing words and not actions. And as soon as you really look at things for what they are, with the Death card and the Two of Swords, you will realize that this person isn't worth your time or energy.
Ooh, that very nice. Very nice. Okay. Taurus. Okay, Taurus, your energy is, I feel like that maybe this is how you feel about a situation. I don't feel like you're trying to reconcile anything. I feel like that in your judgment, you need to move on because somebody's very cold and you're in your emotions, right? I feel like your energy is that of the Queen of Cups. Their energy is coming in as somebody from the past, somebody that you may have known for a lifetime or a past life soulmate. They want to come towards you. I mean, this person is doing some soul searching, but they know they've hurt you. So they know that they've hurt you. They want to come towards you, but your mindset is it's time for me to get away from all of this nonsense. Okay. In the center of the read, this person has regret or remorse. It's almost like fighting or passionately communicating to you because you're coming in. You could be single and independent, or you could be pre-Empress energy. They're going to tell you they want to work it out. They want to work it out with you. But the outcome, somebody is still trapped in their head about moving forward. Yes, they want a victory, but there's been nothing but towers, right? So I feel like they want to move forward and have this victory with you, but there's still something holding them back, right? Because of the tower. Now, the advice is there's a relationship. Somebody sees that they're an option in a relationship because of a third party. And when I pull the advice, I get double life, liar, deception, another relationship. So it's like, I feel like, Taurus, you're in the right mindset because this person's coming towards you wanting to be with you. And they're trying to tell you they want to work on it, but yet there's still somebody in the mix. So be careful with that one.
All right, Taurus, my babies, the energy between you and this person is the Six of Wands and the Chariot. So, Taurus, you have someone here that's coming in for you with this very egotistical and arrogant energy that all they have to do is show themselves and you're just going to melt at their feet, which is not the case at all from what I'm seeing here. The way this person is coming towards you is obsessively wanting to talk to you or sleep with you. And I feel like you don't want anything to do with this person. They could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, maybe. You don't want anything to do with this person. And now they're kind of like just standing there stuck on stupid, not knowing what to make of the situation. Their intention towards you is the Fool card. They thought that they were going to get a new start with you, but from what I'm seeing here, Taurus, you have a situation, the Emperor and the Empress. You're in a new commitment from what I'm seeing here. You have upgraded drastically in this situation. Okay. There's loyalty, commitment, there's money in this new connection. There could be a strong soul tie, a twin flame connection, twin soul connection. The way they're seeing you, Taurus, is where once they had you wrapped around their finger sexually, like this person would, ring a bell and you would go running on a sexual front. They don't have that anymore. You don't care. You're leaving this person on red, and now they're crying because they've lost control. Okay. What this person is hiding is that they were very confident, very egotistical, that it would take next to nothing to get you back. I'm seeing here, Taurus, the way you're seeing this connection is the Six of Swords and the Hierophant. You're moving on to bigger and better things. And I feel like this next connection that's coming in for you is going to lead to marriage, or if you're in childbearing years, even children. I do feel now the person that's coming in for you, let me just make it clear. This is the Emperor and the Empress, which is what you're moving towards. And you and this person were the King to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody that at one point in time, you had a serious connection with this person. You had a soul tie with this person, and it could have been karmic. The challenge here is that with the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you want nothing to do with this person at all. You want nothing to do with this past situation at all. The outcome here is the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. You have officially emotionally disconnected. You've walked away and you're moving towards your wish fulfillment. Your advice here is to not feel bad, because this is karma at its finest. You know what I'm saying? They have regrets. They're sorry, all that other stuff. Well, hey, karma's a bee, right? You know what I'm saying? They took advantage of your love, your kindness. They were very arrogant in thinking that they had you wrapped around your finger and that you would stay there, but you didn't. You moved on to a 10 of Pentacles. You have a lot of money, love, and a strong soul tie coming towards you, and marriage. So they're going to have regrets for treating you like a toy. This person, they didn't think they had to work for your love or to keep you. They thought you had no standards. This person thought that you were a doormat or a pushover. Now you're moving on to bigger and better things, and let them cry. Eat your heart out.
Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, I feel like for you, your card is the Knight of Cups. You want somebody, you want to be with somebody. You want to... Okay, so Gemini, you want to be in a new passionate beginning. You want someone to be with. You want to be with somebody, but you're not happy with what you're getting. You're not, it's like... you're back and forth. You're just not, you want to be with somebody, but you're not happy with the pickings. I feel like you're just not happy with the pickings. Now, your person, somebody is dealing with some kind of betrayal. They're trying to get over some kind of betrayal and before they can move forward. So right now, that situation is like on hold. It's on pause. So you're not going to get to the person that you're looking for a minute, because this person's still needing to work on themselves. Now, in the center of this read, I do feel that you're going to get your wish fulfillment, but the person that you're wanting is Empress energy. So this is a divine soulmate. This is somebody that you have a very strong soul connection to, divine masculine, divine feminine. This person is, you're not with them. This is the one who's healing right now. This is the one going through that. Now, the outcome here, I do see that this will work itself out, but you've got to take a step back and you need to start evaluating things for yourself, right? With this, you need to gain some enlightenment. Even if you've had to suffer to get there, you need to gain some enlightenment before you guys can communicate. Because I feel like there's been a lot. There's been a lot with this tower. This has been going on for many, 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 many years. Okay. Now, you may have known this person from childhood. You may have known this person, or your souls are just going to reconcile or recognize one another once you get there. Now, I feel like the advice, you got advice. Your advice card was the twin flame. You got runner, chaser, and divine timing. Everything happens when it needs to happen. There's got to be some kind of healing. There's got to be some kind of recovery. The lessons have to be learned here. And, you know, this is like cycles have to be closed. So healing, recovery, and closing karmic cycles. If you want a victory here, if you want a victory moving forward, you have to trust the process. You got to do what you got to do here.
Okay, my beautiful gems. So what I'm seeing here, guys, the energy between you and your person is you have someone here that made an attempt to walk away from you to get you in your feelings. They wanted to gaslight you. They wanted you to be jealous. They wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to do the most. And I think that you didn't do anything, Gemini. I think you let this person go. Now this person is coming back wanting to apologize, wanting to work things out, but you know that their intention is to do nothing. They're not going to keep any of the promises that they make. They're not going to do any of the things that they say they're going to do. This is a very immature individual. Their next action towards you is to manifest you back into their life, because with the Five of Pentacles, they don't have anything without you. This could be your children, Gemini, because we're seeing a Page of Pentacles and an Emperor, or this could be someone that makes less money than you, or there's a big age difference or a maturity level difference. This is someone that you bring everything to the table here, Gemini. So without you, they have nothing. So their next action is to try to get you back in their life. The way they see you is the Five of Swords and the Ace of Wands. You're moving on to something new, something better. You know, this relationship really is not serving you at all. What they're hiding is the Sun card and the Three of Swords. This person wants to openly hurt you to gaslight you. This is someone that like does really mean things, says really mean things. They do it publicly. They do it out in the open to hurt you, to get reactions out of you, to constantly keep you in your feelings. The way you're seeing this situation is the Hermit and the Seven of Swords. When you take a seat back and you think of this person and this entire situation and you really analyze it and pay attention to every little detail, you're getting robbed. You're truly getting the crappy end of the stick with this person. There's no spiritual, mental, emotional, physical benefit of being around this individual whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They don't provide love. They don't provide money. They don't provide kindness. They don't provide anything to your life. The challenge here is that with the Strength card and the Ten of Pentacles, you have to pull back on giving this person money. You have to pull back on spoiling this person or giving this person what they want. The outcome here, Gemini, is I think that you're happier with someone else. You have your eye on someone else, someone extremely attractive, and I think that you're wanting to go in that direction. And I feel that honestly, Gemini, your advice here is, even though you may have a big heart, you have to pay attention to who Spirit wants in your life and who is a headache, who is actually bringing your blessings towards you, and who is making life harder for you and harder for you to, enjoy your blessings. Okay. So I think that this is a test for you. You know, it shouldn't be that easy to have a relationship, whether it's friend, family, or, romantic. It shouldn't be that difficult. You shouldn't feel constantly depleted, drained, and used all the time.
Okay, Cancer.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop is right. We both have birthdays coming up
yes, ma'am.
next week.
I get
Next
younger every
week.
year after 40. I don't know about you.
Honey, I'm damn near, I'm going to be 62, but I don't feel it.
I have lost count. I'm either 42, 43, or 44. I don't pay attention anymore because in my mind, I'm still 29. We're not leaving the 29 circa era. We're not doing
29
that.
for the 40th time. Yes.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Yes.
So Cancer, I feel like you're being offered a new passionate beginning. Like somebody's saying, "Hey, baby, you want some of this?" And you're like, "No, I really don't. I'm going to leave this out in the cold and move on." Like whatever the case is here, you're not happy with what's being offered to you. You want to leave that one out of the cold and move forward, right? And in their mind, they want a relationship. They're not happy that they're being blocked, but they want a little bit of back and forth here. It's almost like, I want to clarify that. Tell me about that Two of Pentacles. They want a little back and forth with you. I feel like you're like, nah, you're not my type. I'm not interested. They're wanting something and you're not, right? There's a choice here. Okay. The obstacle is a choice, but there could be a third party here, guys. Cause like, as Gina says, it's Adam, Eve, and the snake, right? So there could be a third party here, but it's also still a choice. I feel like you made your choice because you know that this person's not right? If there's an argument here or there's passionate communication, somebody betrays and backstabs. Somebody is got that 10 of Swords energy, and you're finding that out. You made the right choice because I feel like this person isn't right for you. This person isn't mature enough. I feel like with that Page of Wands, they're immature and they betray, they hurt. So you making that choice you made, Cancer, is probably a good idea. This person could be younger than you, or they act younger than you do. Okay. Now, and this is why you're saying no. They want something you don't. Okay. You feel like they're a lot of drama. You feel like you can't get away from their strife, their jealousy, the competition. And, maybe you've known this person for a long time and they want to offer this new beginning, but they're a liar. This person deceives you. They're not going to be honest with you. You already are aware that this person isn't the one for you, right? What do they think about you? They think you're just being stubborn, bossy, selfish, and inflexible. You're not being selfish. You're choosing what's right for you because this person isn't on your level, right? Like, I feel like for you, you may have known this person for a long time. I kept getting the energy of this, you've known this person from the past, but there's third parties with this person, right? They're always with third party options. This person's a player. So even though they want to give to you, they have options. They have a third party option here. Right. And even though you've known them for a long time and, you may have seen them out while you were out with friends and that's how you reconnected with somebody from the past, this person isn't the one for you. And they just think that you're just being stubborn. You're not being stubborn. You already know what you're looking at.
All right, my Cancer babies. So guys, I feel like in this reading, this is going to be someone that you're going to meet in the very near future, or you've recently met this person like within the past 3 months, I want to say, okay? The energy between you and this person is going to be the Page of Wands, the Fool card, and the Three of Pentacles, Cancer. So there's a lot of excited communication here about either traveling, moving, starting something new. This could be a business. This could be moving in together. Could be making travel plans. But it's definitely this excited energy about working together and starting something new, okay? The way this person's coming towards you is the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. You're dealing with someone here that's very vocal, okay? Very vocal about what they want, very vocal about how they feel, very vocal about how passionate they are towards you. This could be somebody when you're having sexy time, they like to talk a lot, very vocal about their passions and about what they want. Now, their intention towards you, Cancer, is the Knight of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. This person's making a solid decision to offer you something serious, offer you their heart, offer you everything that they have. Their next action towards you is the Nine of Cups. This is someone that wants to make you happy. This is someone that's going to learn you, study you, and they want to see a smile on your face. The way this person sees you, Cancer, is very intuitive, because you've got the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. They feel that you can sense if they're genuine, you can sense if they're honest, you can sense if they're messing around. So Cancer, this person knows that if they're going to come towards you, they have to come correct, because if they are dishonest, or like, let's just say with that Two of Wands there, Cancer, if they were entertaining someone else, this person dropped it immediately, because they know that you can tell if they're lying, if they're cheating, if they're being dishonest, if they're being what is it, disingenuine or
Yes.
ungenuine? I don't know,
Disingenuous.
whatever that word is. Yes, disingenuous, so they can tell, okay? Now, what they're hiding is the Six of Swords and the Emperor. So Cancer, this is definitely an energy of somebody that, wants to commit. They want commitment in their life. They're tired of the dating scene and the craziness out there. The way you see this, Cancer, is the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. You want to rush towards this because it feels good. You actually feel excited, feeling like you have finally met the one. And I mean, this is a true divine masculine energy that you're moving towards. The obstacle here is that sometimes you or this person could potentially get in your heads. Both of you have had people that have hurt you in the past, and sometimes there could be a little bit of fear that creeps up, but I feel like that's easily overcome. Cancer, for the outcome, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Four of Wands. This is you personally, you alone, making more money. This could be you moving into a new home. This could be you stabilizing your life. This could be you redecorating a new home. This is you manifesting, praying for something. This could even be you getting married, planning a wedding. And don't forget, we do have the Emperor to the Empress here. Okay, so this is you. This is you planning for a future with your person. Your advice here is the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. There's nothing to worry about. Slowly but surely, you and this person will build your empire. And with the Four of Swords, you can do it with ease. You don't have any anxiety. You don't have any stress. You don't have any of that sick feeling in your stomach with this person. It's just moving along, according to plan. And you have a very... when your person's up to no good and you've got that anxiety or that sick feeling in your stomach, you don't have that with this person. You feel safe, happy, healthy, rested. So it looks good, Cancer.
Okay, Leo. Okay, Leo, you got an interesting read here. So I feel like you're being guided. I feel like you're being guided to heal. Like you're needing to heal something here before you make your choice, before you decide which direction to go in. You're coming in as yourself, Leo, but I also feel like you could be an Emperor in a lower vibration, because I have in the center of the read, I have the Empress, okay? So I feel like for your person, they want honesty. They want you to be completely honest with them when you're communicating, and they don't want to regret working on a situation. They don't want to have to regret working with you on this. Now, the obstacle for you is this Empress energy. Now, the Empress in herself, she's all four queens rolled into one, plus the High Priestess. But I feel like she wants to make sure. She wants clarity, and if there's somebody else in the mix, she wants to know what's happening. She wants clarity about some third-party option. She wants to know what's happening. She doesn't think you're being honest. She doesn't think you're being honest with her, and you're not. And you're not. And the reason I say that, Leo, is because the outcome is you wanting to be. You're for the streets. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not even leveled up here. You're still in the low vibrational energy. And the reason is you want the Queen of Wands, you want the Queen of Pentacles, and you want the Queen of Swords. You want everybody. You're acting like you're a little bit for the streets, kind of community D right here, okay? I'm just saying, because when you want to be with everybody, when you've got an Empress waiting for you, no wonder she wants to know that whether or not you're being honest. Now, the obstacle or the clarity here is push-pull. This could be runner-chaser, but you feel there's a power struggle. You feel like there's imbalance. You feel like somebody's being stubborn. They're not being stubborn. They know what they want. They want justice in a situation. So it's time for you to master those emotions. You know, this is illuminating your future. Your future's been illuminated here, right? You're looking out with that Two of Wands. And, you know, the sun's shining. You want happiness and success in the future? Get it together, because look at you. You're for the streets right now. You're for the streets. I mean, you're looking at, you want to be with everybody. You know, it's like you're just spreading that love, right? But that's not what they want. But you're feeling like it's, I feel like with a power struggle, you feel like you're having to give up something you don't want to give up. But that's not your destiny. You're not awakened yet. That's what the problem is.
All right, my little lion cubs. So guys, the energy here, unfortunately, it's one of disappointment, and I'm hearing the words, "I told you so." I think that you entertained somebody that you were warned about, and you didn't want to listen to the warning. Because the energy between you and your person is the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Justice card. Damn, they were right. That's the energy I'm getting with those three cards. Damn, they were right. You know, now the energy that your person's coming towards you with is the Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. This is someone with a wandering eye. This is someone that's flirting with everybody. This is someone whose hoochie's flame is raging. Okay. This person may come home with an STD, so please be careful with that. Their intention towards you is to make it to where you're tired. I feel like this person is going to cheat on you to the point that you cannot take it anymore. Leo, their next action towards you is the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands. They're actually, I don't know how to put this, but they're leaving proof around the house to show you that they're cheating. They're leaving their phone open. They're leaving panties in their car. They're leaving boxers in the back seat. They're leaving what, you know what I'm saying? You're going to find someone's bobby pin, someone's hair tie. You know, they're making it clear that someone else was in the house. Someone else was in the car. Someone else was on this D. You know, someone else was on this coochie. Someone, you know, they're making it clear to you that someone else was there. Now, the way they see you is someone that has accepted this behavior over and over and over again. And what they want is for you to finally walk away. This is someone that's intentionally trying to sabotage the connection, because if you ask me, they want it to end, but they want it to be your fault. Now, what they're hiding is the Two of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Death card. What they're doing is they're seeing how far they have to go till you get to the point to never give them a second chance again and finally make that decision to end things. The way you see this connection, Six of Wands, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. So Leo, this could be one of those situations where, I hate to say it, but you may have been one of those, you know, people that love to say, well, at least they come home to me at the end of the day. Yep. Okay. You may have been one of those people that said, well, that's my husband, that's my wife, that's my baby daddy, that's my baby mama, thinking that because you had a title that you had something, but not realizing that you're being embarrassed here. And I think that with the Five of Swords, you've had enough. Okay. The challenge is that this connection could have worked out so beautifully. It could have been beautiful, but the Four of Cups, they just don't want it. They just don't want it. The outcome here is, you know, you getting really sick and tired because you want this Ten of Cups, and this person is not providing that. Okay. The advice here is the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Your peace is precious. Leave this person alone, because they are not out to give you any form of peace whatsoever. What they're out to do is make it to where they hurt you to the point that you never want to speak to them again. That's their mission. And the sooner you make that happen, the more at peace you'll be. There's going to be no peace with this individual. I'm sorry. I love you.
Okay, Virgo. So after we do Virgo, we're going to do a little back and forth about some different things during the week. So it's going to come after Virgo every week, guys. And it's going to be just like a spiritual, you know, growth session, whatever you want to call it. So let's get into Virgo. What do we got? Virgo, you have an angel number 3333. Look it up. Significant. Okay, in your energy, you see that somebody has moved on to a third party, and you're a little bit in your emotions about a situation. You've seen that somebody has moved on, and now for them, okay, okay, there's two sides to the coin here. Virgo, you see somebody's moved on and you're in your feelings about it, but for a long time, this person worked on your wish fulfillment in this relationship. They worked on it. They thought they gave it their all. They gave you everything you could want or need. But if it wasn't reciprocated, that's the problem. Now, you've seen somebody move on, but they feel like they gave it everything they had, right? And the obstacle is now somebody's holding back. And they're trying to close a karmic cycle. They're trying to end the situation because, it's almost like they waited and they waited for things to come back around, for divine timing, for this to change, for things to evolve, and it never evolved. So I feel like they gave it their all, and now they're done, and now you're in your feelings about it, right? Because the outcome was it's ended, it's over. They've cut me off. They've blocked me, Emperor energy, right? Now understand, you're coming in Emperor energy. What's meant for you is yours. Or if this is the karmic, that's probably a blessing in disguise. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Now, I feel like the advice is someone has regret or remorse. They need strength to heal so that they can move forward. Now, it's not showing me if this is the karmic or if this is the Empress energy, but they're showing me that you're in your masculine, your divine masculine energy. Now, this could be that you're blocked because you were too controlling. Maybe they cut you off. And at the end of the day, you're feeling some kind of way. You're feeling spiteful. You're feeling jealous. You're feeling hater. You're feeling, it's like you didn't take care of the situation while you were in it. And now that it's gone, you're pissed off about it, right? But from the person's perspective, and I have to show you this, for the longest time, they worked on giving you your satisfaction in this relationship, and you didn't give that back. So in this case, I feel like the one that's feeling spiteful and jealous is you, Virgo.
Okay, babies. All right, so Virgo, there's a saying that your reading reminds me of a saying, and place gender as it resonates, okay? But the saying goes, the more she forgives him, the more she falls out of love. The more she forgives him, the more he falls in love. And I think that's where we're at here. Virgo, I think that you disconnected from somebody, but not in the normal way. Like you truly apology not accepted. I don't care about you anymore. I don't care about this connection anymore. Like this person has brought you to a level of disgust. You have the ick. You just don't want it anymore. Okay. And now, because they're starting to sense that you have truly, in every way, shape, or form, disconnected from this connection, the way they're coming towards you is seriously wanting reconciliation. And their intention is the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. This time, they know that they have to offer you their heart, and they have to offer you serious levels of commitment, because they're not the old Virgo that used to forget for the sake of, keeping the relationship together, the home together, the family together, whatever the case may be. It's not there anymore. You're truly have reached a point of disgust. And their next action here is, no matter how long it takes, no matter how long they have to wait, no matter how long they have to sacrifice, they're going to heal this. Okay. The way they see you, Virgo, is you're out here taking action. You're not at home crying. You're focusing on your appearance. You're focusing on your money. You're looking good, feeling good. You got money in your pocket. You do not give a crap about this person at all. The days of you crying on the couch are over. And what they're hiding is that it's hurting them. It's the consequences of their actions are finally, coming to catch up with them, because you officially do not care anymore, and they can't handle that. The way you see this person, Virgo, is even though you're a little disgusted, even though they give you the ick, you have to be honest, you are a little shocked about everything that this person is doing. It's interesting because sometimes someone will come into your life, promise you the world. They have no intention of keeping those promises, and then they're quick to disappear. This person, the whole relationship made you feel like you didn't matter, like you were nothing, like you were a doormat. And now that you're leaving, this person is ready to truly commit. They're not playing, like they're serious about really showing up for you in this connection. The challenge for this person is going to get you to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? But expect whining and dining and flowers and what are those little fruit things I'm seeing? Those fruit things that are dipped in chocolate.
The
What is
edibles.
that place?
Yeah.
Edible arrangements. Yeah.
Yes.
Expect to have everything being delivered to your house, everything that you can think of, the outcome here, Virgo, surprisingly, is the Four of Wands, the Hierophant, the Judgment card, and the Four of Pentacles. You're not going anywhere. This person is going to fight for you. And now that they finally have to fight for you and you're not giving your love away for free anymore, they're going to appreciate you more. This is going to lead to marriage, and this is going to lead to commitment. They're not letting you go anywhere. So good luck with trying to get away from this person.
Okay, before we start Libra, we're going to talk about spiritual cleansing and, how important it is for everybody to do cleansings on a regular basis. Guys, we're in this world and, there's negativity all around you. If you think that you're above this, you're wrong. You're wrong. You really do need to take spiritual baths on a regular basis just to cleanse your energy, to cleanse the aura. If you don't take baths, because if you're taking a bath, do a salt bath. 2 cups of finely grained either Himalayan or sea salt in the tub. You could put some herbs in a sachet and put them to float. Don't put the herbs in the bathtub. Biggest mistake you'll ever make. You never want to do that. Put them in a sachet. You could put, anything that you're, whatever you're feeling. Now, there's plenty of books out there. One of the ones I want to say is Bahama Mama, or it's something, spiritual baths. It's on, I can't think of the name
Sounds
of it.
like something I want to drink by the beach.
No, I think
What's
it's
a mama?
something Mama spiritual baths. She's got like 102 or 105 different spiritual baths that you can
I get mine
do.
from the one that you told me about, Art of the Root or whatever. They have it too, where they put it in the bathtub.
Yeah, there's plenty of baths, where you can actually put it in the
I
bathtub.
didn't know about the other one though. I'm gonna
Oh,
try them.
it's a
You guys
book.
give me the name.
It's a book, and
Oh, it's
she
a book.
has all kinds of different, like 100. I want to say it's 103 different spiritual baths. But if you don't have a bathtub and you take showers, you can do salt scrubs. You can make your own salt scrubs. You can use fine grained Himalayan salt. You can add coconut oil, or you can use jojoba, coconut, or you can use almond oil. Almond oil. Excuse me. All of them are good for your hair and your skin, but you want to get a very fine grained a fine grained salt, so where it's the consistency of wet sand when you mix it. Now, you can use essential oils in there. Just get a higher grade. Don't get something that you're putting it on your body. You want to make sure it's up to par, and scrub your body with it. There's shampoos out there. There's one shampoo that I really liked, but I think they've discontinued it. Urban Alchemy's. It's a salt shampoo, and so you'll be able to cleanse your scalp as well. So, what do you got for this, Gina?
Well, so I'm going to speak for the people because this is how me and Barbara differ in this. She does this all day long. Barbara's like, she's a master at like all day long cleansing her energy, blocking, out negative energy. And I'm the complete opposite because I'm like that squirrel from Ice Age. I get distracted very easily. You know what I'm saying? The one with the big eyeball popping out. I get distracted very easily. I don't have, and you know what it is? Like, I don't think about the people that want to hurt my life. And that's the truth. When you wake up, right? When you wake up with that energy of really wishing bad for no one, and you don't have beef with anyone, you don't wake up in the morning in an energy of, I should protect my energy, I should be in battle. Like, you don't think that. But from the minute you wake up in the morning, if you're a Christian, you're automatically in spiritual warfare just for being a Christian, because you automatically have darkness trying to attack light. And then you've got people around you. So my recommendation in all of this, and don't get me wrong, I do the loofahs with the salt. I do all of that. You remember my other house, I had the huge tub and everything. So I do all of that. But for those of you out there that find it really hard to find the time to remember to protect your energy, here's what I would recommend. If there's a routine thing that you do every day, like coffee, like as soon as I wake up, I go right to my coffee machine, right? Maybe just get yourself a little teacup candle. You could write the rune algaes on there or something like that. And you could just, light that little teacup candle. It'll stay lit for like 4 hours, and you could just pray protection over yourself. God be with me today. I rebuke anything that, is out to hurt me, or however, whatever little mantra you want to say to the day to cleanse and protect your energy. Just keep that little candle next to something that you do every day, so you remember to just cleanse that energy first thing in the morning when you get your day started.
Yeah,
Because
no,
that's true. I forget all day long.
well, for me, I'm clairsentient, so I feel energy. And so when I feel energy, I block energy. So it's it's almost like second nature to me. But, as far as spiritual baths go, guys, I don't recommend you doing them every day, because your skin would be, the Sierra Desert. Okay. Once a week is fine to cleanse your energy, but there's other things you can do for protecting your energy. Like Gina was saying, you can as much as write a rune on it and burn the candle,
Yeah, even
say
the
a
little
prayer.
rune on your thing here. Like I just
Yeah.
had Fehu on here, and you could do Fehu and algaes. Fehu will bring you like good luck, and algaes, guys, is spelled ALGIZ. Or you could even put a cross. You could even
Yeah.
put a fish, the little Christian fish, or whatever, whatever religion you are. You put a symbol of whatever you want, but
Yeah.
something that represents. It could even be a sigil
Yeah.
that represents protection, your own sigil that you create,
Yeah.
and you put that on you every day. Just something that shows that you're giving that intention starting the beginning of the day, that today no one is going to mess with me. Today, the spirit of love and light has got me, the spirit of God has got me, and I'm sorry, Sam, I'm uneffable with. Well, what is it? You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You
you know
can
what I'm
say
saying?
it.
I
We're
cannot
into
be
the
screwed
reading.
with.
You can swear now. It's just the
Okay,
first
good.
10
All right.
seconds.
I'm unfuckable with, you know what
There you
I'm
go.
saying?
There you
Like
go.
I cannot be touched today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's it, that's the because for people, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like me that are just cracked out trying to get through their day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I get distracted every 5 seconds with someone emailing me, needing my attention first thing in the morning when I wake up, and it's hard
Yeah.
to find the time to think about the people that want bad for you when you wake up in the morning and you're trying, you're talking to one friend, talking to another friend, you've got and then especially for what I do for work, I've got people all day long sending me emails and needing this and needing that, and needing a reading, my friends, my family that need stuff. So it gets chaotic. Life gets chaotic, but
But
that's a
something
good
always
way
to
to just
do.
remember.
But
Yeah,
especially when we're tarot readers, you have to protect their
exactly.
energy.
Yeah.
You
But
have to.
Barbara's phenomenal at that. Let me tell you, she'll do that all day long. She does not, but that's because she got herself into the habit of doing it. And I think if we got into the habit of doing it, it would be like second nature.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, because you want to keep your vibration up, because the more you take on, the more it weighs you down, and you'll start seeing yourself
Yeah.
get in an ugly, nasty mood or whatever. You need to cleanse your
Yeah.
energy. You definitely do.
Yeah. Guys, I called Barbara at like, what time was it last night? It was like 12 o'clock at night. I'm like, Barb, there's something bad in my house and I'm tired. Just like, I was like, I felt a negative presence in my house, and I was like, Barb, I was something bad in my house and I'm tired. So she's over here praying over my house and everything. Cause I was like, she's like, how does it feel now? I was like,
We
cause I
chased it
was just
away.
too
Whatever
tired.
it was, it got sent packing.
Yeah, she did. She chased it away. But because sometimes you're just so tired that you
Yeah.
just don't want to fight with anybody. Like you don't want the battle. You don't want the fight. You don't want whatever. But it's important to stand up and fight. And if you can't, to have someone close to you that'll help you when something does go wrong,
That's very true. It's always
Yeah.
good to have a spiritual warrior in your hand, So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But okay, guys, we're going to be doing this every week. So if leave us a comment on something you want us to talk about. We're open to any of it. So let us know. We're going to get into Libra right now. Okay, Libra. Libra, you're feeling kind of betrayed here. You're feeling backstabbed. You want all of this drama to end. You're just trying to block it out. You're just trying to move on from somebody and their nonsense, right? If you've been dealing with somebody and it's just been a lot of strife, you're just over it. You're tired of it. You just want that cycle to end. You're ready. You're throwing in the towel. You're throwing in the towel. Now, this person knows you've walked away. Even though they've cut out the third party, Empress, you've still walked away from them. Well, because you're tired of their BS. You're tired of it. In the center of the read, the obstacle is the devil. I mean, right? It's toxic. You can't deal with this, right? Somebody's attacking. They're obsessed with attacking the situation. They're going to regret it because you've got strength now. You've gained the strength that you need to be able to fight back against whatever's coming at you. Okay? There's something to be said about, I can remember when I first started, I was a novice and I was getting the hell beat out of me on a daily basis with spiritual attacks, right? And so when it comes to protecting your energy, you learn, there comes a day when you give them the black eye, then they go, oh shit, mama's learned a few things. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, as far as this goes, somebody has been tormenting this situation with that devil and the Knight of Swords. When I see the Knight of Swords, now that's very quick moving energy, but it's also an attack, right? That's somebody who's coming at you with a sword in their hand, in the air. They're ready to run you through. They're not coming to pat you on the back or pat you on the head and say, hey, what you doing? So, and you've been miserable. I feel like you've been miserable, but you've gained strength through all of this. Now, I feel like the tables are turning. With the outcome, you're causing somebody else a tower. You're causing that tower. You're letting that tower fall. You're no longer going to deal with the nonsense. Of course, every time I deal, Libra, I get a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is your person. Now this may be a tower for this person because they finally realized you've taken enough shit to last you a lifetime. Even though you're an Empress energy, you're not playing. You're just not playing the game, right? They want to talk to you now. They want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. They want to talk about marriage. They want to talk about romance. But now I feel like with that tower falling because of all of the nonsense you've been through, you're not. It's like you're holding back any kind of reconciliation. You don't want to be with this person, even though this is your divine partner. It's right person, wrong time. Okay? Right person, wrong time. You're in your emotions. You want this to be over. You're wanting things to end. You're wanting to make sure it's over. Here you want this. I want it to end. Here you're tired of it. You're over it. You feel attacked. And here again, you want it to end. Now, standing in your faith, healing, intuition, and dreams, you're being guided in the direction. But this is a healing process for you that you have to go through. Right? You have to know your worth and value in order to stand up in this situation. So for you right now, it's time for you to take a step back. It's time for you to have a break so that you can start to figure things out better. Okay?
Okay, Libra, my loves. So guys, the energy between you and your person is the Chariot and the Ten of Swords. Now, the first thing that I get when I touch these cards is somebody serving a divorce. Now, obviously, not all of you are married. So another thing I could pick up from this, or another way I could take this, is when are you coming to pick up your stuff? It's almost like there's an energy of, no, this is really over. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's someone serving a divorce, or you need to come pick up your stuff, or, somebody taking like all your stuff and putting it outside type of energy. And Libra, I think it's you. I think it's you that's serving the divorce papers, or you packing up someone's shit and putting it in the living room and telling them that they have to get out. You're the one making it clear that something is over. Now, the way this person is coming towards you is the Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Libra, I think that you have someone else in the picture. And I think, not to say that you were cheating on this person, they must have done something to you and you have met someone else. They want you to get rid of that person. There could be a possible Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, strong Cancer and Scorpio energy here. There could be someone else in your life, Libra, and they want you to get rid of this person. With the Justice card and the Tower, this is someone that is flipping out. They may, try to create chaos in the courtroom if you're trying to divorce them, or if you're serving them papers for eviction, or if you're telling them they have to leave, they may call the cops. This is someone that's like, how dare you replace me with someone else? You may have kicked someone else out and replaced, automatically had someone else in the house. They don't like that. With the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups, it's like, you walked away and walked right into the arms of someone else. This person can't handle that. They just can't handle the fact that you're just discarding them and releasing this. The way they see you is the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords, that you're leaving them for dead and heartbroken. But I don't think that's the case, Libra. I think that this person played stupid games, and what do they say? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. This person took advantage of your good nature, and now they're seeing a different side of you. What this person is hiding is they thought that you guys would reconcile. They didn't think that this was really over. They didn't. And the way you're feeling about this is the Ten of Wands and the Star card. You just want this to be over. You feel like this is a dead weight. You feel like this person, like, you know what this feels like, Libra? It feels like you had a breakup and someone left all their stuff in your house. Or it feels like if you are married to this person that you separated, and you guys have been separated for like 3 years now and you're not still legally divorced. That's what it feels like you're carrying an ex's baggage. And to them, because you're still carrying that weight, that at some point you guys would reconcile. But that's not what's happening here. You see what I'm saying? The challenge here is the High Priestess and the Emperor. What they didn't know is that you're committed elsewhere. You're committed elsewhere. They left. They thought it was a game. They took it like because you kept their stuff in your house, or because you didn't file for the divorce, or because you didn't take action immediately. They took that as at some point we'll reconcile. But instead, you've moved on. You have moved on. I'm seeing here, Libra, with the Five of Swords you left, and with the Three of Cups and the Empress to the Emperor here, it's time for you to go public. The Three of Cups can talk about a wedding announcement. The Three of Cups can talk about, reunion, coming to live with somebody. Like, it's like making an announcement sometimes. And I feel like you're going public with a new relationship that you're in that is actually very serious. Your advice here is the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. You've healed and you're going in the right direction. You're going towards what you want. You're going towards something solid, committed, stable, with a strong soulmate. And I think it's just really blindsiding this person that thought that you were just sitting around waiting for reconciliation.
Very true. Very true. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, your energy, I feel like for you, it's almost like you may have a friend that's deceived you. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I feel like it's a friend that's deceived you, and it's time for you to like hit the gas. Like when you may have been out with this person. I'm feeling like you're out with this person, and you feel like right in front of your face, this person deceived you. I just am feeling like you're out of there. You're done. It's like going to a bar and catching your friend talking to your man or something, whatever the case may be, because I get caught red-handed. So you're seeing something, you're feeling some kind of way. You don't want to talk to this person. And it's almost, you're going to find out, you're going to get the clarity you need. It's almost like the victory is the truth, right? So for you, you're coming back from a battle victoriously because you finally got the truth about the situation. You finally saw things for what they were, right? Because if this has been hidden behind your back for the longest time, Scorpio, you finally got the truth here. You finally got it. Now, the obstacle is there was opportunity. And I feel like, I almost feel like you're for you, when it comes to saying what you think, you're holding back your judgment. You're resisting your judgment. You're resisting saying what you want to say. It's almost like you're choosing your words carefully, right? I feel like you're very single, independent kind of person. But I also feel like in this case, you're definitely, you're resentful, but you're holding back your judgment. You're definitely restraining yourself. The outcome is you're unhappy here because of this person manifesting somebody from your past. So the outcome is you're pissed off at your friends. You caught them red-handed, right? And you definitely caught them red-handed. With this card, you got secret exposed and surprised and shocked. It's been going on for a long time. I'm going to tell you right now, it's been going on for a long time. Now, you may have been in a commitment with this person, because I see this person as a King of Pentacles. I feel like you're single and abundant now, but possibly you may have been. Now, you don't have to be married to somebody. It could just be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but you could have been in a long-term commitment. You could have been married to this person. And that offer, you caught somebody. It caused the tower to fall. Whatever happened, shit hit the fan. Shit hit the fan here, Scorpio. You're done with this one.
Oh, you ready for me? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I got caught up for a second. Okay. So Scorpio, here's what I got for you, my loves. I think you made a mistake. Yes. I think that you made an attempt to move on from somebody, and you found somebody good. Don't get me wrong. The energy between you and this new person, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the Star card. It looks beautiful. There's money, there's love, there's affection. It looks beautiful. But I feel like you're very remorseful here. You're not doing well because you miss your ex. There's someone from the past here that you are still mourning. The reality is you don't really want this. Sometimes a person can check off all your boxes, but it's still not where it's at. And that's what I feel like you're running into. You have a situation here where this person checks off all your boxes, but you want that old thing back. Okay. With the Magician and the Hierophant here as this person's next actions, the new person that you're entertaining, they're talking about marriage. They're talking about getting serious. Meanwhile, you're nostalgic. Secretly, you can't stop thinking about your ex or your past person. I feel like secretly here, Scorpio, you may make an attempt to reach out to your past person. Now, guys, this could be vice versa, okay? It could be that you have someone that moved on too quickly and now they're wanting to come back around towards you. They're not happy where they are. So you take it as it resonates. But someone here made a mistake. They moved on way too fast and now they're missing their ex. So that could be you. It could be your ex, okay? I do feel that this new situation is about to get abandoned. That's what I feel. I feel like it's moving too fast. Even though it's beautiful, it's amazing, it's all this other stuff, it's not the right person. It's just not the right person. And I feel like, Scorpio, if it's you that moved on too fast, you're going to dip. You're going to sabotage it in some way, shape, or form, or your exes, and they're coming back to you, okay? The challenge here is that you made this plan to try to stop loving somebody. You made this plan to try to control your emotions and to pursue something else, and you tried to make a head over heart decision, and it's not working. It's not working. You could be going back to a potential earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo possibly. The outcome here is the Four of Pentacles and the Emperor. There's an energy of somebody saying, nope, I can't let this go. I need to go back somewhere. I can't let it go. The advice here is to let this new person go. Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. The advice is to let that new person go, because the more you stay in that, or cross watcher, if it's the ex doing this, whoever is entertaining that new person, for every second that goes by, you're going to hurt that new person more and more. So the advice is to let that situation go and follow your heart and do what needs to be done.
Okie doke. We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you're coming out in your energy, right? So this first card is yours. You're unhappy because you're having to stand your ground in a relationship, Sagittarius. You're unhappy about having to, stand up for what you want or fight for what you want in a relationship. Now, your partner is kind of like 1 foot out the door. You feel like there's 1 foot out the door. This person's like walking away because there's drama, there's strife, jealousy. The minute you have to stand up for yourself in a situation, this person hits the door. They walk away. They cause a lot of drama. I also feel that they may be manifesting closing the cycle. Okay, so there's a cycle that needs to close out. Right? This person may be manifesting closing a cycle. Maybe this is a toxic relationship. The center of the read is the obstacle. Now, I feel like you've been patient with this person. You've been as patient as you could possibly be. But, the truth is that somebody wants to move on to a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. This person maybe this is why you always have to fight for everything in your relationship. And this person's got 1 foot out the door because they're headed to somebody else here. They're headed with somebody else. Now, you may find out in the outcome that they were communicating with somebody. And this is like, it's almost like they acted like they got the prize in divine timing, like they got what they wanted. You're going to find out that there was more to the relationship that met the eye, right? They not only were they communicating with him, but they were with this other person. Because in the obstacle is finding out about what's really going on, why you feel like you have to fight for everything in the relationship. Well, it's because the relationship is with somebody else now. Right? You're the only one in the relationship. So you're the one needing to fight for whatever is happening here, right? You feel the burden, you feel the pain, you're suffering. You feel like, why do I feel like you think it's your fault? Okay, the burden isn't your fault. You didn't do this. They did, right? The harsh truth is hidden from you, right? So whatever was happening, you didn't know. Right? So you're still trying to fix a situation, Sagittarius, that isn't fixable. It's not fixable, right? There's push-pull, there's a power struggle, imbalance, stubborn. No, there's more going on than what meets the eye. This person was out the door already. You just didn't know it. So.
All right, Saggy. So the energy that I have for you and your person is the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that there is one person that is sitting in a very jealous, possessive energy. Doesn't want the other person to go out, doesn't want the other person to go do things with friends or whatever. But why is this happening? This is happening because someone here feels insecure that there's cheating happening, and that is happening with good reason. What we have here is someone that's making a lot of promises, saying whatever you want to hear, Sagittarius, promising you the sun, the moon, the stars. But with the Seven of Swords, this is a liar. This is a cheater, okay? Their next action towards you is the Six of Swords and the Hierophant, trying to tell you that you guys are going to get married, that you're going to be committed, that you're going to do all of these things. But then again, there's something that doesn't feel right. The way this person sees you, Sagittarius, is that you stay in the connection because you want that Ten of Pentacles with them and you love them. But at the same time, Sagittarius, with the Nine of Swords, this person doesn't come home at night. This is someone that either comes home very late, they'll spend entire nights out, or, at nighttime, they'll sit in the living room gaming or watching TV till all hours of the night, and you don't know what they're doing or what they're up to. There's stuff going on at night that is really upsetting you. And what they're hiding is the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is someone that has met someone new, and it's not just sexual. It's not just sexual. I think that the way you're handling this, Sag, is you're wanting to hit the brakes here. Where are you going? Let me see your phone. You're slowing everything way down with this person because you got questions. You're suspicious. You want to know, where were you last night? What are you doing? What's happening? And the challenge here is that you're not going to get answers with with the Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords. No, you can't go in my phone. No, you can't know where I was. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do that. You're going to be blocked from getting any type of answer. The outcome here is that this person has been successful up until now in juggling you and somebody else, and they're bragging about it to people on top of it. I feel like your advice is, even though you love this person to the moon and back, it's time to walk away. You know that this person, you know, all the signs are there that someone else is in the picture. It doesn't mean that you can't prove it, because you can't prove it, that it's not happening.
Facts. That's straight facts. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn, you two are coming in your energy. You're waiting, but you're unhappy. You're just like you know, maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity. You're waiting, you're discontent. Capricorn, you want to overcome some obstacle here. Whatever the case may be for you, you're trying to, you're not happy with where you're at or what's happening at the moment. Now, your person, they're out in the cold. Maybe I feel like I did get unemployed, broke, fired, living beyond their means. Okay, so maybe this person has lost their job, and it's like because there was a lot of drama. They may have lost their job, and it's like the truth is they're heartbroken. So, you know, you don't like things the way they are, and this person's got some bad news for you coming in, right? They're feeling some kind of way because I feel it's them. And the obstacle here is communicating. They may be, instead of talking to you about the problems that you have or what they have, they're turning to somebody else. They're turning to a third party to communicate about the burden or whatever they're struggling with, instead of coming to you and trying to fix it with you. And it's like they don't know what direction to go in, but they're not asking you for this. They're asking somebody else for this. Now, as far as the outcome goes, I find that this cycle is going to end. It's like, you know, I feel like this whatever you guys have gone through with this world, it's come full circle. This is a closing out of a cycle to end something, to start something new. But everything, it's blown up, right? Everything is a disaster. Everything is gloom and doom here with that tower and the world. It's an ending that to beat the band, right? And I feel like you thought this person was in control. You thought this person was at the top of their game. This person could also have been the boss. So you're going to find out why they were fired. They may be turning to somebody else because of why they were fired. Maybe they were having an affair at work. Possibly. This person, I almost feel like the energy of you're finding out it's going to be mind blown, game over. Right? Because this is why this person lost their job. Now, I feel like the advice is moving forward. Moving forward. Now, you may have been with this person for a long time, but they were wishing for somebody else. There was a wish of a new passionate beginning. Now, for you, it could have been you are wishing for a new passionate beginning and you're moving on because you've been in this cycle with this person for a long time. But I feel like you can see that this person's not really dedicated to where you're at. I mean, it's like you're in this on this island by yourself. You really are, because they're losing their job. They're not being honest with you about all the drama. And it may be because they could have been juggling somebody at work. This person could have been the boss at work, but now they're unemployed. So I feel like you've got more than just this person losing their job as an issue.
Okay. All right. So Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, because this is a little similar to Scorpio's reading. There is someone here that said, I'm leaving a situation behind and I am never going back. The energy between you and your person is the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So I don't know if this is your energy, Capricorn, or the person that you're dealing with. I feel like it's the person that you're dealing with, to be honest. I feel like they're telling you, or they're trying to convince you that, listen, I do not want my ex back. I know I just got out of a relationship, or I just got divorced. I don't want them back. You know, the way they're coming towards you is they're trying to really, King of Swords and the Four of Cups, drill it into your head that they don't want that person. Okay. I don't think you're really believing it though, to be honest. Okay. With the Fool card, it looks like this person's ready to start a new beginning, or start a new relationship. It looks that with the Ten of Cups that they're really ready to have forever with you. But what with the Moon card there, Capricorn, something doesn't feel quite right. You feel like your person is still in love with someone else. You just can't put your finger on it, or you can't, there's no proof. You see what I'm saying? There's no proof because this person is doing all the things they say they're going to do. Their next action towards you is the Nine of Cups and the Magician. They're going to do not only are they speaking, but they're taking action. They're giving no reason for you to be feeling the way you're feeling. Okay. They're giving no reason for that, but you just can't help yourself. Now, the way they see you is the Seven of Swords and the Six of Cups, that you think that they're going to go cheat with an ex. They know that you've accused them of this, or you've told them, listen, you're too soon. You guys are going to end up reconciling, especially if there's children involved. You had a feeling that something wasn't quite right. Now, what they're hiding, excuse me, is that you are right. There is communication here. There is communication about forward movement, about healing, and this person has a choice to make, whether to choose you or someone from the past. They have reconnected with the ex, okay? The way you see the situation, Ace of Swords and the Judgment card, I know these two are getting back together. There's an energy of Six of Wands. I know I'm right. I know the day's going to come that with the Two of Swords, I'm going to get cut out here. The challenge is the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, that you just don't believe that this person is ready for something new. Okay. The outcome here is the Eight of Wands, the Sun card, and the Three of Cups. The outcome here is that your person and their ex are going to talk. They're going to reconcile. And, eventually they're going to have that conversation with you that they're getting back with their past person. Your advice is to just, if you need to wait it out to actually have proof and see it happen, you will. It's going to be disappointing to find out that you were right, but overall you're not surprised. Disappointing, but not shocked. If that makes sense? You see what I'm, Seven of Wands and the Four of Swords. I think you're going to get over it quickly because you always knew, you just knew that it was going to happen.
Okay, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like you've made a decision. You've made a decision here. You've made your choice, and you want an opportunity to work things out. And there's going to be passionate communication about this. So the both of you are on the same page, because I do see that. I see both of you on the same page with one another. Empress energy, you are everything to them. They want this partnership. They want to be with you. They want a family with you. This person, you're their everything. And you guys have decided to fix this, to work it out. Now, there's a Tower. You guys may be deciding that things are moving very quickly. This new beginning, you may be moving in together very quickly, and it's about something that's going to be very quick and sudden to heal a situation. So maybe you moving in this new beginning is going to be prosperous. It's going to grow. You do have a problem though in the outcome. You have a problem, because Aquarius, somebody doesn't like the fact that you've got your forever person and that you are living your best life, because you have a high priestess energy here and the moon and the 5 of wands. This person is wanting to heap a load of shit on your back. Okay. This is an illusion of chaos, right? Somebody who has higher esoteric knowledge wants to come at you, Aquarius. They want to jack you up. They want to jack you up. This person could be, I'm getting strong Scorpio energy, but it could be Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But I was like immediately drawn to the Scorpio for some reason. Anyway, and the advice, you got the devil here and you got the magician. You got the devil. You've got somebody manifesting an illusion here. You know, this is with a the devil, something very toxic, something like manifesting that devil energy. It's almost like they feel like you took what they wanted. It's like you got what they wanted. So they were waiting for their ship to come in, and you took their ship. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I feel like that they may be in their emotions, but it's like, you got apology, remorseful, and ashamed. I feel like this is what this person wants. I feel like you got what they wanted, and now they want to heap misery on you because of the fact. So what they're going to end up with is karma, but it also has guilt. But I feel like for this person, they're coming in, and it has to do with you being happy and things moving very quickly for you. So from here over, everything's fabulous. And then over here, it turns to the dark side, and this person wants your ass. They do. Aquarius, they want your ass.
Okay. So Aquarius. So one of two things is happening here. You're having a tower moment, finding out that the one that got away is now free, or you're meeting somebody that you know is the one while you're committed elsewhere. So you're committed in a situation and you're finding out that the person that you really want to be with is now single and available, or you're meeting someone totally new and you just feel it to the core of your soul that this is the person that you're meant to be with. And it's going to create a massive earthquake in your life. Aquarius, your blessing is going to hurt somebody. You're in a relationship and, you know, I feel like you're going to go in a different direction and someone here is going to get hurt, but you feel like this is where you're meant to be. You feel like you're destined to be with this individual. Okay. Now, Aquarius, please keep in mind that this can be vice versa. It could be you that's getting hurt. It could be that, you know, a tower is going to hit your life because your person is now moving towards a third party. But there's definitely a choice here, and there's definitely juggling. One person has their foot in and out right now. It could be you. It could be your person. The next action here is the Ace of Swords, the Justice card, and the King of Wands. Someone here is saying, listen, I have to be honest, I have to be truthful, and I have to cut something off or end something because I have to do the right thing. So whoever is in this energy has zero interest in creating a third-party situation. So as soon as, let's just say this is you, Aquarius, as soon as you find out that the one who got away is single and you want to go pursue that, you're not going to cheat. You're just going to end the situation that you're in. Or if you're meeting someone new and you know in the core of your soul that this is the person that you're meant to be with, you're not going to cheat. You're just going to cut it off and then go towards that situation. Okay. I do feel that the person that you're currently with is very sweethearted. There's no reason, like, if you're the one doing this, Aquarius, your partner is very sweethearted and they do all the right things, or vice versa, Aquarius. You're very good to your person. There's no reason for the person that's being hurt to be hurt, which makes it even worse. But you know, the fact of the matter is I got to let this go. I got to let this go because I know that this third party person is the person I'm meant to be with. And that's just, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just how this person feels. There's going to be a conversation here of, listen, I'm sorry, it's not me, it's you, but I got to go be over here now. You know, there's a conversation taking place, and there is no changing your mind or this person's mind. So even if, you know, whoever's sitting in that Queen of Cups energy, the person that's getting hurt, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, there's no fixing it. With the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands, again, this is either someone new, Aquarius, that is coming into the picture, or it's someone, an ex that is getting a new, that's having a new beginning, and it will lead to marriage. It will lead to marriage. With the Nine of Swords, the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Swords, you know, the advice here is that somebody is in a relationship when this tower hits, and they know that they cannot wake up every day and work on this connection and do all of this while their heart is somewhere else. So the advice is to just be honest. Even if it hurts somebody, honesty is better than lying and betraying someone day after day after day. You know, that's the advice.
So true. Okay, Pisces. Okay. Pisces, I feel like that this is your energy, but it's almost like you're committed to a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You're committed, and the Empress wants the truth. They want to know from you, are you committed to this person? Now, the Empress is your divine soulmate. So this could be referring to the karmic. Now, are you committed to this karmic? They want to know the truth. In their mind, they're walking away because they know that you have a choice between two. That you have two people you can choose from, right? It's illuminating that they want you to make a choice, right? They're walking away because it's illuminated this choice, and they're hoping that you choose them. But I can't even talk. God, it's one of those days. They're waiting. It's almost like they're waiting for a decision from you. They're waiting from a decision from you, Pisces. They want you. They're obsessed with getting an offer. They're trapped in their head. They're obsessed with you giving them the offer. Now, the outcome, manifesting betrayal. It's almost like I feel like for you, it's almost like you feel like you're bringing bad energy on yourself by you ending this. You know, when you're ending this, it's going to be detrimental to you, right? Even if you're trying to tell somebody it's over, that I've closed the cycle, that you are choosing them, you feel like this is not over. Even though, because you feel like you're feeling like you're man down on aisle 5, okay? Like you're going to get stabbed in the back because you've ended something and tried to close the cycle. Even though you're wanting to, you're not happy. You know that you're looking back at the past, the seeds that were planted, right? With this third party, and here you are, Pisces. You're trying here to reconcile with this Empress energy, but you're unhappily looking back at the past. Now, you've got somebody here who's snooping, driving by, stalking you, social media, psychic, or getting tarot readings. Somebody's got their eye on you and wanting to know what the hell you're up to. That's the thing. Because you've left somebody behind. It's like it's over, but it's not over, okay? I feel like in the back of your mind, Pisces, that somebody's going to come at you. Right? It's like this isn't over. You may find the rabbit boiling in the pot is what I'm trying to say. It's not over. It's not over. Okay.
Okay, Pisces. So yeah, I agree with Barbara on this one. Pisces, you have someone here that feels like they're losing their mind with regret. I mean, losing their mind with regret. There's someone here that's missing you. They're going to come back with an apology. They want to talk. And they're going to come in out of nowhere when you least expect it. Pisces, I don't think you want to talk to this person because you're very happy with where you are. I think a karmic cycle. You got the Justice card and the World card here. This is a karmic cycle, a karmic lesson that you've learned, shut down, locked, bolted that door shut, click, 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 click. You're not interested in going back. The way this person sees you is the Ace of Cups and the Fool card. You're moving on to something new. I feel like this is love, and for some of you, this could even be you moving to a different location, Pisces. Okay, I mean, what they're hiding here, Pisces, is that they ended things with you to go see if the grass was greener somewhere else, and now they're in a tremendous amount of regret because it didn't work out over there, and now they want you back, but now you're not available. The way you see this situation, you may have someone in your life, Pisces, that is a little bit older than you, maybe, but either you have someone pregnant here or you have someone that is just sits in Empress energy and you're just crazy about this person, or you sit in Empress energy and you've got someone crazy about you. You know, you could be a little bit older than this person. I'm not getting by a lot, 3 years or less, not by a lot. Honestly, what I'm picking up on is an older feminine and a little bit of a younger masculine. But they find the feminine to be extremely attractive here. The obstacle is that with the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, it's like someone here is trying all different things to try to heal a situation, and they just can't do it. They can't heal this because you've completed that karmic lesson. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you're moving into a beautiful new soul tie connection. Your advice is to just leave the past on red. Your advice is to leave the past on red, put your boundaries up, don't go anywhere near the past because you don't want to lose this beautiful thing that you're moving into. Karma's a B, you know, this is the tables turning. This is
Yeah.
one person is getting their karma and another person is getting their dharma.
There you go. There you go. Okay, guys, that's it for another exciting week of Piping Hot Tarot Talk with me and Miss Gina. And you will see you next Friday for another round. Hope you guys have a blessed week.
Bye, guys. Have a good week. Mwah.